Hello friends, how are you? So welcome back to the series of Spring Microservices, and I hope that it's now clear that what are the 12 principles of microservice. We will touch one by one. I'll offer this principle and we will start with the first thing is config server. Before proceeding, I just want to tell you that I don't want to bore with the theoretical part only. I will make sure you get your hands dirty as soon as possible, but before going on to that part, you need to understand why we need config server, why we need to keep our configuration separate from the application. So I'll explain quickly and then we will make an example of this. So if you are a developer like me, that we normally in our earlier ages, we try to commit all the configuration properties in code itself. So what was happening at the time? So suppose your application is deployed to production. Now you want to change one property. Now you need to make another release, test it, and it goes in a whole life cycle. And then come the concepts of separating your properties from your application code. But still there is so many manual intervention was there and it was taking too much time. So with microservices, they come up with the concepts that as soon as your configuration need to be changed, it should be changed in the blink of an eye and it should be available to the customers. How it happens? So in config concept, we have a server which normally act as a config server, which directly interact with your config repository. It could be in Git, SVN, or it can be a local file as well, but I will not recommend because it's not a good to keep the file on your system. It should be version and controlled and track should be there. So it interacts with it. And if you're familiar with the profiling kind of things, so we have different files for different profiles, like for production, for staging, for dev, and for local system, whatever you can say. As a developer, you can make your own file and activate it. So your server interact with the config repo and loads that file, and then your client fetches those properties from the server, and that all happens at the startup. And if you need to change anything, you just need to change here, like on your config repository, you just commit and push it, and now your server will get it. But here is one question: how server will get it? As I already explained, that it loads the configuration property on a startup, but how it will get? So there is one Spring Boot module, Equator, that provide you a refresh endpoint by which you can refresh the uh, server's properties by hitting on that URL, and as soon as you hit it, it forces servers to reload the properties from the config repo, and then it will be available to client. And there are many tools available, many libraries available to use this concept, like Eureka is there, uh, console is there, so many is there. But for this example, I'll make it very simple. I'll use Spring's own config server client application or modules, and it solve all your purposes. It's not that they are serving a bit different, but only difference that, like if I take example of Eureka, it is very well tested and it's used by thousands of companies, customers, so people rely on that one. This is also tested. I'm not saying it's not tested, but the number of customers with Eureka Netflix is far more than this. Okay, I'll see you in the next video. Keep watching, please subscribe my channel, and in next video we will create a server, then client, and then Equator. Everything we will do from the ground up. Thank you. Keep watching.